This very well could be one of my favorite plates that I've ever had on this channel. 2 double cheeseburgers, no extra cheese even, and that's how they look. How about that? I decided not to pay 79 cents for extra cheese because on these pizza Subway foot-long, it's a foot long, but you know that's 2 halves right there. I paid an extra $2 for extra pepperoni, as you can clearly see, and an extra $2 for extra cheese, which you can kind of see peeking out in there as well. I decided not to get the extra cheese on the burgers because of that. This is my birthday dinner, I suppose. Is this a good thumbnail? I can't really tell. I can't really get a good read on my thumbnails. I'm kind of just winging it right now. Anyways, this is indeed what we've got here. 2 double cheeseburgers and a foot-long pizza sub from Subway. I woke up with the idea, well, I've had the idea to do a McDonald's and Subway video for a bit, but I woke up today, it's still my birthday, it's 8:32 p.m. on June 19th, still my birthday, and I just woke up at 7 p.m. because that's my sleep schedule right now. I slept from I don't even know when, until 7. This is what we've got here. Looks pretty good. I'm very excited. I don't know if I'm going to eat it all. I don't know what I'm thinking by doing this, but worst case scenario is I have a leftover half of a sub or something for myself for later, so that's exciting. I do want to just get into this. It takes timing to order these things at the right time. At the same time, I did get the burgers first. I do want to get into these burgers pretty much immediately here. After I do one more thing, I need to hope that, oh thank God I'm still recording. Wow. I thought I might have not started it. I forget sometimes. I forgot what I was going to say. Hopefully I enjoy that thumbnail enough. Those were hard thumbnails to take. It's hard to tell how I want to design these foods for the videos, but yeah. Oh, it's still warm. Oh, thank God. That's such a clutch. Look at that burger too. Oh my goodness, that's great. I like that side of the burger. All sides of these burgers honestly look great. I just redid another thumbnail just in case. Alright, burger time. It's 8:35. I think I picked this up at like 8:13 and it's still warm. Wow. Nice. I did the thing again. I know a lot of people don't like that I eat these burgers in a way that I almost choke every time, but the reality is, almost any time I go to McDonald's, honestly, it's usually when I'm very hungry, and then I just kind of inhale, and I said in my birthday cake video yesterday that I recorded earlier this morning before I went to bed, I have not really eaten a real meal in a couple of days. Just a lot of snackier stuff, cake for that video, I haven't been starving or anything, but I guess I haven't necessarily had anything too saturating, I guess is what I would say. So like I was saying, expensive to add some extra toppings to these Subways. This sub, the foot long with the extra pepperoni for $2 and extra cheese for $2, I think it cost about $16 and some change. I actually left like a $5 tip for the people, because I know tipping culture is indeed out of hand. I think it is dumb to tip people that are paid a normal wage by their establishment or whatever. These guys make my subs so good every time. Like, every time. Although, actually, it was a girl the last 2 times who did it, I think, really well. I guess I can't say for sure. I don't know who did what, but because it was a guy today, like nobody was even up front making sandwiches when I got there. I was the only person there and the only order. He would just like stuck his head up from the back, so I don't really know who makes my stuff, but they've done a very good job. And so I don't mind tipping them, I guess. I spend a lot of money on food anyway. What do I care about $5? I went to Crumble Cookie yesterday, and I bought a bunch of cookies for my family, and I even tipped the fucking Crumble Cookie place, which I think is fucking insane that I did that because that shit's already so goddamn expensive, but they do a good job. And if the girl that like put my order together and gave it to me is the girl that gets the tip, I guess I don't know how their tip system works. She was nice, so she can have it, I guess, you know. I don't know what Crumble pays people. I was thinking about it yesterday. They make, like, those cookies are so expensive. I looked up, like, some of their finances or profits, and that's not an easy business. They charge a lot for those cookies, but they are not making an insane amount of money, like, year over year, I don't think. Like, year over year, Crumble is not an immensely successful business. Like, it's a successful brand. Like, everybody knows what it is. But, like, they don't make an immense amount of money, I guess is what I'm saying. Now comes the dilemma. Do I switch to the sub or keep going with the burger? I kind of want to keep going with the burger, but I think I should switch to a sub for a second, or for a couple bites, right? You can see, look how much pepperoni is in this thing, and cheese and stuff. I know I keep getting the same thing from Subway the last few times, or the last 3 times I think I've gone now, for videos, but I like it. That's all I can say. Notice how if I add pepperoni and cheese, I pay $2, but if I take away marinara sauce, I don't lose. Like, I don't take away any money. Funny how that works. To position the plate close to me, just in case the marinara sauce starts shooting out of this thing. Alright, one more good look here. That's a good first bite. Did you just hear that crack? That was from my toes curling because of how good this is. I'm being dead serious. Wow. This is phenomenal. It is a very, very good pepperoni. And the marinara is still in there, so it still has the taste, which is good, but it's not making a mess. Oh, this is so good. I feel like this makes a very good eating sound as well. I personally don't enjoy eating sounds, which is ironic considering I have 300 videos of them, but I would assume if I did like eating sounds, this is a decent one. Also, if any of you guys have Subway, like, I keep ordering these with like the basic plain bun, right? I know there's other options. Am I supposed to be getting like a different option? Someone needs to let me know. But I don't want to pay any more for this than I already am though, so. This is just incredible. This is phenomenally good stuff right now. So I totally forgot because I went on that little tipping ramble at the beginning of the last time I said the tipping stuff a few minutes ago. Yeah, I paid $16 for the sub, right? Plus the tip, but if we're not counting the tip, $16 for the sub. Kind of a lot, but it's worth it in my opinion. Filling and quality. Like if something is really high quality, like crumble cookie or this, and it fills you up, and you can get like that one half alone is like a whole lunch for a lot of people. Not quite me, but you know, I think it was well worth the price. But double cheeseburger plus another double cheeseburger with no extra cheese, and the Diet Coke was not even $8. So basically, I got 2 burgers and the drink for like half the price of just the whole sub. But technically, I think that's valid because this sub is like 90% of the size of the 2 burgers combined, just for half. So like price-wise, I think it balances out. Where my balance is off in my head is, why is the extra cheese and extra pepperoni on this thing more than half the cost of the 2 burgers and the drink? I don't like that math. That math is not mathing properly. I don't enjoy that math. I'm just saying. And like I was saying, I was like trying to time my orders, right? You know, I do a pickup order, and when you do a pickup order with Subway, you can set the time to pick up. You can't do that with McDonald's. It kind of just, I think they track your location, and when you get nearby, they get notified or something. So I set the order for the Subway for like 8:20, and I think I left for McDonald's like 8:08 or something, like really, like maybe a minute or two after that even, because it's like right next to me, right? Both of these places are right next to me, which is why I think it's okay to do this video together, because they're very close proximity. But I was like trying to account for like, okay, a line or a traffic light or whatever. The first traffic light, I hit it perfectly. I hit the turn perfectly, so that traffic light didn't become a thing. There was not a single other person in the line at McDonald's. That was another thing. And I could not have gotten through that drive-thru any faster if I was trying. Like, that was the fastest I have ever ordered or given my code, got the receipt, and got the bag and the drink. I was in and out of there so quick. Then, you know, I drive just over to the Subway, and I'm there like 5 minutes early, and so I just waited in the parking lot for a second. You know, I was just like, it stresses me out because I'm sitting there like, oh my god, what if my burgers get cold? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So not a big deal. It's so not a big deal, but kind of a big deal, but not a big deal, but kind of a big deal, but not a big deal, not a big deal, kind of a big deal. I gotta remember though, at the same time, that like if the food gets cold, you don't notice it really. It might sound a little different because it might not be as moist of a bite sometimes if it's not as fresh. But it's really just a me thing. But it's also, if it's not as good because it's not as fresh, then I don't eat as much for the video. But that also doesn't matter because like 80% of the people that watch the video don't really watch that far into the video, you know. So looks like that birthday cake video is doing pretty good as well today. Got 625 views in approximately the first 5 hours. That's pretty nice. Lots of very nice comments wishing me happy birthday and whatnot. Very cool, very cool, very nice, very nice. I like that. Makes me turn my frown upside down. I don't have a frown, but you know what I mean. It's nice to have a, I don't really know, I don't like using like the word community and all that kind of stuff. I don't like labeling the following or whatever you guys are, you know what I mean? I don't like to overdo it or underdo it. You know, I'm not calling everybody friends, I'm not calling people family. I think it's weird to do that kind of, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's a good sign of like the support that you have and the connection that you have to your followers or subscribers or what, you know what I mean? When you have a birthday and people like actually say it, and I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but we have a good thing going here. God, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I don't know what I want to eat next. These are on like very far sides of the spectrum, you know, like burger and pizza are very different things. I mean, it's a pizza sub, you know what I mean? You know, pepperoni and burger meat are kind of separate. They're different palates. They're different desires for your stomach, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna go back to the burger, and if I'm too full for the rest of the sub, then it is what it is. I'll save it for later as a nice snack tonight, maybe, or I'll just even, I don't want to make any promises, but if I do just eat it later, I could just edit it into the video because the video doesn't go up for another day. So, but also because like if I save the sub, you can save a sub. You can't really save a McDonald's cheeseburger. That doesn't that math doesn't math either. Oh, look at that. No extra cheese, and I got like a beautiful cheese on this thing. Although there's no cheese on the top, but there's not supposed to be, but you know. This is hitting just right today. This is a good mix of the syrup and whatever. The green light reflecting onto the front side of the sub over here. I like barely can see it, but it like looks like there's like green things sticking out of it. I got scared for a second that there was some lettuce or something in my sub. That would have been a no bueno. Gosh, I don't know if I want to start getting into that half. I might have to save that half for later and then maybe even just record a second portion to the video. I don't know. I haven't done that before. I've done that before. That's not true. Yeah, I've done that before. I saw a thing where, so you know, back in like December, I did like McDonald's week where I ate McDonald's like 7 days in a row, or at least on the channel. It wasn't actually 7 days in a row in real life, but I did a video for or the plan was to do 40 chicken nuggets, and I did it across two eating sessions. I ate like 30 in the first eating session, and then I reheated the 10 more like the next morning. But the problem was that I ate those 10, and I realized that like the last one that I had forgot to start recording that second part, so I didn't have the footage of it. So I really only had those 30, and so I decided I would go back to McDonald's, get another 20 nuggets. I don't know if I did that like at the same time or later that day or what. And then I had a 30, and then I had a 20. So technically I had a video of 50, but I didn't do all 50 in one sitting. And you know, some people do a 50 chicken nugget challenge for some of these videos. And I did that. You know, I did 50, but not as a challenge, you know, months and months ago. And then like another month ago, I did like 40, just not even a challenge. I just did 40 just because that's what I felt like eating that day. And then like last week, somebody left a comment saying, like, I don't know if you noticed, but you got nominated to do this 50 chicken nugget challenge. And he left a link to a video for, I forget the guy's channel name, but it's another guy that makes food videos. He's got like the top down thumbnails and stuff, I think. I'm sorry, I forget who it was. But what's his name? Like Unknown Eats or something, I think. And he nominated a couple people. He didn't nominate me. I'm not saying that he was the one that did that. But the guy had sent me the link to this video, and I looked and I was like, I kind of like just did the 40, you know. And I do think like 40 is my limit. I don't think I can get to 50, but I could try at some point. But he had I went and I like scrolled the comments on that video because a bunch of people were tagging other people to do the video or something, and I did see somebody, a commenter whose name I didn't actually notice or recognize from my own comments very often, but he did tag me to do it, but it didn't like tag me. He like tagged me, but it didn't like notify me. It didn't give it an actual tag or anything. He didn't specifically, you know, I didn't get notified. And I replied to the comment, you know, yesterday. This is from 3 months ago, and I'm like, or like 2 days ago maybe, but I replied to his comment that he commented 3 months ago, like, bro, no way, I'm just seeing this, because I totally would have done it, like, on cue back then, but, I didn't know, so, but I technically kind of did it, but I don't think there's, like, I don't like the idea of doing a video of 50 nugget challenge when, like, I know I probably can't do it. I mean, I could, but, like, I don't know, like, I know my limit is kind of close to 50, so I'm kind of just, like, I don't really, I don't know how to explain my thinking. I guess I should just probably do it because at some point it would just be a good video for views and whatever, but again, that's my thing. I don't think I can actually successfully do it, so like why would I don't really feel like farming the views off of it, off of not feeling like I can do it even. Feels like I'm just farming, and I do a little bit of farming on this channel, but not very disingenuous farming. That feels disingenuous in my, I don't, does anyone understand what I'm saying? Am I making too big of a deal out of some dumb-ass McChicken nuggets? Chicken McNuggets, I think I am. Like that video I did like 2 months ago, almost, when I did like 5 cheeseburgers for 5K subs. I genuinely thought I could do 5 burgers. I've gotten close before, but I didn't end up being able to do all 5, and it just kind of felt like scammy. You know what I mean? I like to actually deliver, or like eat as much, almost everything that I can for these videos. I don't know. Because, you know, the portion sizes and stuff are a part of the thumbnail. They're a part of the experience. They're a part of the video or whatever. If I were to show you 6 burgers in a pyramid and only ate one of them, I'm kind of just scamming. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Like, one of my pet peeves, though, is, like, trying to get people to eat things they clearly don't want to eat, not even from, like, because, you know, there are people with, like, eating disorders and whatnot, and, you know, if you're one of those people or something, I think somebody had said something on my channel one time that this, like, helps them with that. I don't remember specifically. It was a long time ago. You know, if you're somebody with that, you know, kick that shit's ass. Do it. I know you can. Anybody can. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? But like, you never know what people are going through. You don't want, I think, like, when people tell me, like, it's just pickles on your stuff. Yeah, bro, that shit will make me fucking throw up if it comes near my mouth. I promise you, I do not like, you know, it's just pickles, grow up. Like, bro, what if I rub my fucking foot in your sandwich? Are you still gonna eat that shit? It's just my fucking foot. You probably won't even be able to tell. You're not gonna do it, are you? I just don't like when I say I don't want to try something and people just try to shove that shit in your, like, bro, get that shit the fuck away from me, you know? Like I said, no. That's simple, bro. I'm not putting that shit in my stomach. I don't care. I'm not putting that in my mouth, straight up. No means no type shit. That's a weird pet peeve for me. Like, just try it. Grow up. It's just, I don't. Grow up. Like, motherfucker, I'll spit in your food. It's just spit. So what? Grow up, eat it. You know what I mean? Silly. All this talking, I kind of feel like I could start hammering through this thing right now. But if it's cold, it might be kind of hard to do right now, at least. I could eat a cold sub, though. I like cold subs sometimes. Like a cold pepperoni and cheese sub from Jimmy John's used to be my main order. I haven't been able to figure out what specifically that order was, though. Like, I don't know what specific meat and cheese I used to eat on those subs. That's why I haven't done a video for it yet. Every time I look at the menu, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to order for myself. I can't remember. It's been a couple years since I've done, or maybe a year or so since I've done Jimmy John's. And yet, even if I did do it back then, or if I had it back then, it was my mom ordering it for like everybody, so I don't really know what the order is. I'll just do a little bit more of this if I, we'll just see where we end up here. So good. I'm gonna save it. I'm just gonna save it. I'll explain why in a second. I love this pepperoni, man. It's got this nice little bit of spice to it. So good. Bread in my teeth. I love how thick this is. It's fun to eat when it's thick pepperoni layers like that. It's just such a good chew to it. If you haven't tried this with the extra pepperoni and stuff, I recommend you do. But it takes so much to chew, and there's so much bread. It just takes so much to chew. My jaw's just gonna get tired, and it's gonna make it harder to eat it, despite me not even being. I mean, that's alongside the fact, rather, that I'm not as hungry as I was at the start. But this is still good. I could keep going, but I don't wanna overdo it. I know I just talked for like fucking eternity, but I don't know if I'm gonna add more of this to the rest of the video or not. I might, but we'll see when I depend on it. Let me think about my sentence before I say it. Depends on when I end up eating it later tonight or not. If I do a video or I add it for the video again or not. I can't get this piece out of my teeth. I will simply go another bite to try to get this piece out of my teeth. I think it worked. It did. It's interesting. It's like, I don't know. I guess this is just how you do it, but you see that little hole on the left side? That's where all the marinara is. So I guess they just like, I guess when the sub bun is open, then I guess you open it, you put the marinara in the middle there, then you do the stuff on top. Okay, that makes more sense. I was sitting here thinking like, why is it just in that one little hole as opposed to... That makes sense. And again, I did ask for a light marinara. God, this is so good, dude. I don't even... That's so good. Really good. Maybe I'm not done yet. I don't know. Okay, now I'm done. I don't wanna overdo it and make myself sick and incapacitate myself for the rest of the night. I'm definitely gonna wrap this up and save it though, and then maybe I'll add it to the end of the video. But you know better than me, because you can see if it's in the end of the video or not. I can't. I don't know yet. All right, good birthday dinner. That was fun. Fun little combo wombo there. I would do this combo again. I definitely could have. It's kind of hard to like balance the number of items. It's like, say, I don't want to get too much of one thing, not enough of the other. I don't want to get too little altogether. I could do like a burger and a sub, and then like cookies from both as well. I thought about doing that. I could do that in the future for sure. That's a good one. Nobody steal that idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get out of here and go do something else with the last 2.5 hours of my birthday, I guess. So good. So good. So good. Maybe it's for now. Maybe it's for the next few seconds. Maybe it's until tomorrow. I don't know. But goodbye. It's almost like 5 in the morning. I'm back for more. I do want to dabble a little bit more. Also trying to like learn a bit more about this camera and stuff. I changed a couple of settings, like very, very minor differences in the in like the gamma and the sharpness, just because, you know, this is a bit of an off-brand camera. I don't know how to use it too well. Been using it for months, but you know, I'm trying to like learn some things about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to look at the difference between like this and this. Whoa, pretty big difference. Because you know, my background's very dark, and I turn the gamma all the way down on the camera, so it looks how it does right now. That's always how I do my videos. But, and you know, I have like lights and stuff. I have lighting, but low lighting makes the videos look shittier because YouTube compresses the footage differently with less light. And I think I'm like taking the lighting down. See, that's too much. That's too much. Ignore that. I'm just trying to like, I want it to be at a point where YouTube stops fucking with the video. I like my blacks to be prominent in the coloring, you know. I do like this really dark vibe, but I think I need it to be up a little bit more. So I'm going to test that. And then there's the sharpness. Look at this though. Look at this. This is what it normally is at. And that's the maximum. You can see how fuzzy the edges of some things get in different lines and whatnot. Or like just look at my eyebrows. Down, up. I can see the problem. Yeah, like it makes things very blurry. I feel like maybe a bit too blurry. Like the focused stuff, it doesn't look blurry, but some stuff does look blurry, so I'm going to take it up. Usually it's at like default 32. I take it down to 0. This is 32. I think I'm just going to take it at like 10. Let's see if I like that or not. I'm not going to reheat this. I think, don't you have to go through like some weird steps to reheat a sub? I don't know. I want to eat it cold. So cold sub. You think they give you enough paper to wrap these things? Alright, back to business. Do I want to eat this cold? I think I do. It's kind of like a cold pizza. I kind of do want to eat this warm though, don't I? Am I changing my mind? I kind of forgot it's a pizza sub. I think I want it to be warm. Alright, we now have a fiery ball of lava because I am terrible, absolutely terrible when it comes to reheating things. I just refuse to let them be in there for like 10 seconds. I just nuke it because I'm dumb. It just is what it is. I do feel like I look a bit brighter, obviously because of these camera settings. It's never going to help though. I have a black table with a black background and I choose to use these colorful lights, and this camera's a little weird, and I don't like backlight myself. I only front light. You know, I could try backlighting. See, but that's not backlighting. Backlighting means back. I turn on a light that's in front of me, and now I'm very bright in the red accents on my face. I don't like it looking the way that it does. My sandwich is bright white. It's not that bad though. It's not the end of the world. I turned the gamma back down to 0. I guess this is like tolerable enough. Is this hot still? Yikes. Insanely good reheat. My goodness. Yeah, I gotta figure out the lighting and stuff in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Because the quality of my videos, it's good for me when I'm editing it. But when you look at it on YouTube, it's not that great. It's nothing you would really notice because a lot of people watch on their phone. Like 60% of my audience watches on their phone. So it's a smaller screen. You don't really notice the fine details, but you know. Wow, that's good. I wish I had more. was insane reheated. It comes warm, right? But like, that was hot and like melty and kind of different. Like, I almost want to like nuke it, like after I get it fresh next time. It's kind of iffy though, because you know the bread can get kind of fucked up if you cook it the wrong way. But that was like, God, that's a good sandwich. Gosh, I wish I still had more. I'm definitely hungry enough to do like an entire new video right now, but I do not have the food. It's 5 in the morning. I could go get something, but I got other things I need to do. I do have other things that I need to do right now, so including edit this video. So now we're gonna leave. Now we're done. Goodbye. That's good. See, like, I don't like this shine on my face. Like, it's a very bright light instead of, I like it when it's just a strong red. I don't want the white shining through, if that makes sense.